All right, guys, this is Will Zanders, and I thought that I was done with videos for the day, but I want to do one more, and then I got to head out and go take care of some stuff. So we'll just knock this one out, like always, in one take. Okay. So we did a video earlier about the art form to retention, and I highly recommend you check that one out. In addition to one we did on the book Icebreakers, which is one of the best videos I've ever seen on recruiting. But then the video we just did a moment ago was one on retention. Both very short, very to the point, lots of great value for you there. But the one I want to do right now is on a subject that's not specifically a system. It's really about the things that you need to be successful. And there's a difference. There's only one. I'm going to tell you the difference between a $10,000 earner and a $100,000 a month earner, not a year. There's a difference between a $10,000 a month earner and a $100,000 a month earner. And it's not what you think. It's simple. I'm just being honest with you, man. It's not what you think. Okay, so let's get into this. The first thing that you need to be successful in network marketing, and this is something that everybody needs, is going to be the mindset. You need the proper mindset to be successful in network marketing. The person you were before you got started in this industry, the person you were before you signed your application to be with your company, that will either bless you or curse you. If you're the type of person who was not a person of integrity, you never said what you said you were going to do, you owe everybody in your family money and things like that, you want people to watch your kids, but you don't want to babysit anybody else's kids. If you're that person, you're probably going to have a tougher time. But if you're a person who's a person of integrity, who honors their word and respects people's time, and you've been that type of person, then guess what? The type of person that you are is going to benefit you in the industry of network marketing. Okay, tripod's a little bit off, but whatever. So it's the content that I want you to get, not the polish, not the foo-foo dust, right? I want you to get the polish. I want you to get the content that can help you. So the mindset is going to be one that's rooted in personal development. And remember that network marketing grew out of the personal development movement, 50, 60, 80 years ago. That's really kind of how things came about. And you can do your research on the industry and you can learn that they're very verifiable. That network marketing grew out of the personal development movement. Now, the mindset, we're not going to talk about it, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. One of the things I want you to start to keep an eye out for in your sphere of awareness is something called subconscious limiting beliefs. Okay, if you ever need to email me about that type of stuff or message me on Facebook, if I have any space left for friends, you can. I had 5,000 friends, but I had to delete people so that I could accept new requests for people who seemed really interesting, right? So they should have room on there. But subconscious limiting beliefs is one of the biggest things about mindset. Another big thing about mindset, and you can do your own research on subconscious limiting beliefs, is the ability to be emotionally tough. You have to have a high emotional IQ, because this can be a difficult industry when you understand that most people quit because of rejection at levels that they've never experienced before. Okay, so that's mindset. So you got to be tough, you got to be sharp, you got to really want it, you got to know why you're doing this, because if you don't know the why, the how doesn't count. But mindset is something you got to have. Most $10,000 a month earners have that. Shucks, most $5,000 a month earners have that. The next thing that you need to be successful, and it's only 3 things, the next thing that you need to be successful is skill set. And remember, before we move on fully into skill set, mindset includes attitude, mindset includes motivation, mindset includes a lot of things that you can get from practice and personal development with permission and commitment. But skill set's number 2. The second thing you need is going to be skill set. Skill set's super important. You got to know how to talk to people. You got to know what to do and what to say to be successful. Bottom line is this: most people don't even know what to do. The problem is they don't know what not to do. See, that's a skill set problem. When you just run around talking to everybody vomiting on everybody guess what? You're probably going to have a tough go at this for a while. And if you don't have tough rhino skin, right? If you don't have rhinoceros tough skin, you're going to quit. You're going to be one of those 80% that quit within the first 90 days. Now, our team doesn't do that. We have far higher levels of retention than pretty much any team I've ever seen in this industry. But the bottom line is, most people and most companies will quit within 90 days, period. Like it or not, that's a fact. But the right skill set can help you have such a positive experience, especially your first 90 days, if you get some skills down. The book GoPro, I always recommend. Ice by Eric Worre, Icebreakers by Tom Big Al Schreider, Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. Those are just some of my favorite books that I highly recommend to get the skills down that it takes to be in network marketing. And I'm going to tell you this, just like Al told me, hey, Will, Skills work better when you use them. Okay, so it's one thing to learn how to swim by reading books and watching videos on swimming. It's another thing to get in the water. All right, so you got to get in the water with these skills. So if you got your mindset down, you got your skill set down, guess what? You could work really, really, really hard for 2 to 5 years, and you can generate about $10,000 a month, give or take. You could do that with most companies. I mean, you could do it if you worked hard for 2 to 5 years. You had the immaculate mindset, the immaculate skill set. You can get up to about 10 grand a month, and I highly commend you for that. In this industry, honestly, $10,000 monthly earners are like not a dime a dozen, but they're a dime a dozen. Anybody who's with any company, been around longer than 5 years, you probably know 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people at those elite levels, period. If you have a company like ours, because our timing, because the company's so new, it's a lot less at those levels, but that doesn't mean there won't be dozens and dozens and dozens within the next year. It's just about, where you're at. And that brings us into the third point. You got the mindset, you got the skill set. But then you go to your company event, 10,000 people at the arena, okay? And you got some people on stage that are making 100,000 a month. You're making 10,000 a month, halfway consistently. They're making 100, 200, sometimes 300 grand a month, and they're not sharp. You're watching and you're going, man, I know I'm better than that. Their recruiting that they're teaching from the stage sucks. It sucks. They're not even good. Like, what are you talking about? They're blasting everything all over Facebook, spamming people. I know they haven't recruited anybody in the last 2 years because they're just not good. Every company's got like one or two of those, right? Top earners who suck, right? Here's the crazy part. They probably at some point when they got started had the mindset and the skill set, and social media might have passed them by, or technology, and they never were able to recover, but they're still making 10 times more money than you are. How are they doing that? Well, it's because they have the third component. The first component was mindset. The second was skill set. Those are things you can totally control. The third thing you can't control, or you kind of can if you know what opportunity to pick. The third thing is timing. The third leg of the stool. It's timing. It's timing. It's timing. It's timing. It's timing. Okay? And the timing is this. Every company, regardless of what they tell you, every company has the right window to join in the life cycle of that company, and it's the pre-momentum phase. Now, be very weary of some of these companies that are already big, they're already publicly traded, they already made hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and they're always preaching it's the right time to join. We're going to momentum. That is typically a lie. Typically, momentum was years ago. And they've been preaching the same thing from the stage. And this happens in companies all the time, because rarely are top earners in corporate staff, because corporate CEOs come and go. Top earners leave one company, go to another company, go to another company. All right, I get it. Rarely are top earners and CEOs transparent enough and honest enough to shoot you straight. And say, hey guys, just giving y'all a heads up. We hit our momentum back in 2006, man. We went from, $5 to doing $5 a year in sales to doing, 100, $200 million in sales. And honestly, that was momentum back then. We're trying to do it. We're trying to do it again 10 years later. We're trying to trigger some stuff and bring some top earners on and bring these motivational speakers to come in and come out with 80 new products. We're trying to re-trigger it, guys. But honestly, we don't know if that's going to happen. So I don't know. Buckle up. Let's be loyal. Let's go to these events and get all excited and get your hype and drink this Kool-Aid and keep you around for another 90 days. And then when you're getting ready to quit again, oh, guess what? We got another event to get you hype, give you some rah-rah, sprinkle some foo-foo dust on you, drink some Kool-Aid, and then you're good for another 90 days. But sometime around 2, 3, 4, 5 years of this same up and down. I'm excited about everything. Then everything fades out because nobody's joining my business. I'm not making any real money. And then I get pumped up again at the event. And then I come home and nobody's making any money. Nobody's joining my team. Everybody's quitting. I'm feeling the leaky bucket. And then right when I'm about to quit again, here comes the event, and then somewhere between 2, 5, maybe 7 years for some people I know, you're going to get it. It's just going to click for you. And you're going to be like, you know what? I see these new people coming on board with this system or this app or that app. I'm making a couple $100 a month every couple of months, maybe 1,000, maybe sometimes if I work hard and sign some big packages. How are these top earners taking all these trips and making millions of dollars a year? And I've been here longer than some of them. Is it me? Is it my fault? Do I need to work harder? Do I need to do more personal development? Is it me? No, it's not you. You think it's you. It's not you. It's that you simply missed the window and nobody's man enough or woman enough or integrity filled enough to tell you the truth, because they don't want you to leave, because they want your volume and your autoship. Our company doesn't even have an autoship requirement. So we would shoot you straight, And I'm not telling you to leave your company. I'm simply telling you, if that pattern seems familiar to you, guess what? Been there, done that. I had to acknowledge the fact that my skill set and my mindset with certain top earners and certain companies I was with in the past, I had to acknowledge the fact that me and my organizations were far superior. We worked harder, we trained harder, we recruited more, we signed up more people. We did a lot, but we never really saw the type of return on investment that some of these people were seeing. And it wasn't making sense until I realized mindset and skill set will get you to an elite level distributor position. It'll get you to the six-figure level. But if you ever want to be a multimillionaire in network marketing, baby, you got to have timing. You look at the people who are making that type of money. Typically, they started during the company in the not the startup phase. That's dumb. I don't know if the company's ever going to start, but we in the startup phase. I don't care if you're in the startup phase. I'm not joining the company in the startup phase because you may not ever actually start or ever launch ever. And then you have the pre-launch phase, which is even worse. Oh, we're in pre-launch right now. I know some companies have one product. They've been in pre-launch for like 2 years in pre-launch and just signing people up. You know what I'm saying? No customers, just signing people up. That company may never launch. The company owners may make so much money, they may just leave and say, you know what, sorry guys, we were in pre-launch and well, you knew the risk, we never launching. They're just gonna leave with the money and go do it again and give the industry another black eye, although it didn't have enough as it is. You know, the bottom line is, guys, you gotta have the mindset, you gotta have the skill set, you gotta have the timing. And the timing is gonna be unique to where you're at in your life, but also it's gonna be unique to where you're at in the company. And I passed up on some opportunities where, quite frankly, I'd be making, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month because I didn't understand timing back then. I was bought into just, you know, the loyalty of I wasn't really a Kool-Aid drinker per se, although we all know people like that, but I was bought into the loyalty, and I really believed that particular company when they said, man, look, momentum's coming. I didn't really do my research and realize momentum was there way before I got there, and it was not coming back. Still, I got people, you know, friends that are still with those particular companies, and they're just like, it's coming, man. You'll see, you'll see. I talked to them in 90 days. They're at the same rank. They might have hit one rank above, but that's not consistent. They drop right back down. You'll see, you'll see. I'm like, okay, we'll just go cash these checks and keep building a business, you know, in a company with perfect timing. So make sure that your company, you know, honestly talk to your upline, you know, really have a raw conversation with them about timing. At the end of the day, it's not about, you know, losing friends or anything like that. It's about what's best for you and your family moving forward. And if you want to be a multimillionaire in network marketing, you want to build a wall of financial security around your family that nothing can get through. If you're tired of watching places on the Travel Channel, but you want to go to the places on the Travel Channel, guess what? Guess what? You need to focus on not just the mindset, not just the skill set, but it will help you so much if you had the right timing and you joined your opportunity in the right timing during the life cycle of your company. You don't have to do it like that, but I can tell you from personal experience, it's the best financial decision I ever made to actively look for not just the leadership and the corporate structure and integrity. Those things are very important, but also to add the timing, the perfect timing to what it is that's going on, okay? In addition to the skill set mindset. You got the timing, you're gonna be unstoppable, you're gonna make a boatload of money, and you'll be able to take care of your family and generations and take care of kids in your family that hadn't even been born yet, right? Friends and family and everybody. So I'm so excited for you, but please understand mindset, skill set, and timing are non-negotiables in this industry. So I highly recommend you take that seriously and do some research and some introspection so you can be part of something great. All right, so this is Will Zanders, guys. I hope that worked out. We'll do some more videos, get some more content out there for you. If you liked the video, if it made sense, like, subscribe, share, whatever it is you want to do. Get your team on the same page, but I do highly recommend the video on retaining distributors. Okay, I might even remember to put that link in there, and the video on icebreakers as well. If you don't like them, subscribe. Like and subscribe for those because they're really good videos and they can help your team a lot. Okay, I know they helped me, and we just wanted to share. So this is Will Zanders. Good night, God bless, and I will see you guys on the beaches of the world.